What's up, math fans? Hopefully you saw my other video on multiplying binomials. I did that one, I called it part 1 because I only did positive numbers. It's a lot easier to do positive numbers. If you're not comfortable with negative numbers, just use a calculator, but be careful what you press. Negative sign or the negative button is different from the minus button. But when you learn multiplying binomials, you learned it 3 different ways, or at least I taught it 3 different ways. I taught the FOIL way, and I'm also known as the distributive property way. That's what I'm going to do today, distributive property. But I also taught it using a box. So if you're not comfortable with the way I'm doing it, draw a box and do it that way, the way I did in my last video. And I also taught it by putting this second binomial under the first binomial and multiplying kind of the way you did back in 3rd grade, where you multiply, then you put that placeholder, and then you add at the end. But the steps are the same, they just looked different. So I'm going to pick my favorite way, the distributive property way, and I'm going to multiply these 2 binomials. First, outer, inner, last. Basically, it's kind of like saying you and your friend come to a show, or a dance, or a basketball game, and someone else and their friends show up. So first, you come out on the court, and you say, I'm going to play against you. Then that game's over, and then you say, I'm going to play against you. Then you get tired, you sit down, your friend shows up and says, oh, don't worry, buddy, I got this. And then they play against that guy, and then they sit down, and then they play against the other guy. So everybody has a chance to play everybody else. Except, of course, you're not going to play against your friend. You guys came together. Don't start any problems. And they're not going to play against their friend, same reason. So you're distributing ones twice, and then the 6 is distributing ones twice. Also known as first, that's wrong. First, outer, these 2 are inner, and then these 2 are last. So first, outer, inner, last. Okay? So what's the first thing you do? X times x. Hopefully you know to add the exponents, and you get x squared. Then I got x times -2. That's negative 2x. And this is the difference between this video and the last one. Everything was plus. Now you got to be careful. Positive x times -2 is negative 2x. Then 6 times x, that's positive 6x. And then positive 6 times -2, it doesn't matter which sign is bigger. When you're multiplying a positive and a negative, it doesn't matter which sign is bigger. It's always a negative product. Therefore, this is -12. Are you done? Of course not. Look for like terms. It's not always going to be like terms. If this was 6 and this was a 2a, you wouldn't have like terms. But we do in this case, so -2 and positive 6. All right, so instead of having 4 terms as my answer, I'm going to combine and have 3 terms as my answer. Final answer, x squared plus 4x minus 12. All right, and that is a trinomial. It could have stopped at 4 terms, but because I had like terms, it became a trinomial. So the product of 2 binomials is a trinomial. Let's find the trinomial here. Or is it? Let's see. First, outer, inner, and then last. So I got my x times my x. What did I just say? That's x squared. That's a positive 9x. Inner is going to give me a negative 9x. And then the last thing I do is negative 9 times positive 9. People look at that so fast, they say it's 0. No, you're multiplying. You get negative 81. Hopefully you can see that. It's negative 81. Now, check if you have like terms. Yes, I do. I got the positive 9 and the negative 9. That is 0. That cancels out. Do not write x. Don't even write 0x. That's a waste of time. 0 means it's gone, it canceled out. You only write 0 if there's nothing else around. But here, I got x squared, and then the -81 drops down. And this time, my product is a binomial. So sometimes you get a trinomial, sometimes you get a binomial. What happens here? This is easy. It's probably just x squared and 25, right? No. Something squared means you have work to do. So this is x minus 5, which is the base. And if the exponent is 2, you write the base twice. So that's x minus 5 times another x minus 5. And you have to work it out. You have to do all 4 steps. First, then outer, then inner, then last. I'm going to let you do that one on your own. And please make sure, show your work. You should get x squared minus 10x plus, a negative times a negative is plus 25, okay? If you show your work, you'll see where I got that negative 10 from. I'm skipping a step on purpose. You, pause, show your work, unpause, thank you. All right, last one. What would you do first here? Something crazy like this. I would say, that's crazy, can't do it, I give up. Wah. No, hide this. Not so crazy, is it? FOIL, that's what I would do first. First, outer, inner, last. Again, I'm not going to show my work because I want you to do this one on your own. I'm just going to show you what happens at the end. So you're going to get x squared 5 minus 5x minus 24. That is what happens when you do this. Okay, you multiply a FOIL, you get this trinomial. Then I'm going to just bring this with me. Negative x squared minus 6. Oh no, I'm so scared. Nothing to be scared of. Look for your like terms. You see like terms? X squared, negative x squared. Guess what? They cancel out. Goodbye. Negative 5x? I don't know. There's no like terms there, so I dropped that down. Negative 24 and negative 6 combine to give you negative 30. And there is your final answer. Okay? FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. You can do anything you want with FOIL. Alright, you can multiply positives and negatives, two negatives like this one, or the negative and the positive, or the positive and the negative, or the negative and the positive. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. Notice the bigger number is negative. The middle term here, the 5, became negative. When the bigger number was positive, the middle term became positive. When they were the same number, there was no middle term. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.